Hello from beautiful Costa Rica, Triathlon 7 here, and just a short little episode on caffeine. And we've talked about caffeine a little bit before. It's a known ergogenic aid, and it can improve your performance by how much? As much as up to 2%. Some of the confusion surrounding caffeine intake is when to take in caffeine and how much an athlete needs to consume to get benefit from it. The old data said that at least 6 milligrams per kilogram was the recommended dose, and some people, this might be too much due to the side effects of caffeine, particularly if you're a naive caffeine consumer. Side effects, jitteriness, irritability, GI, upset and cramps, none of which are fun on the bike or the run. And so the current evidence from sports medicine suggests that even 3 milligrams per kilogram of caffeine supplementation per body weight is effective. And how does it work? Well, we're not 100% sure, but we know that caffeine decreases fatigue, increases energy, concentration. Some people tout its effects for overall performance enhancement. The data clearly shows that up to 2% is a sort of an average amount of improved performance from caffeine supplementation. That's part one. Part two is when to consume it. Well, if you're competing in an event that's 90 minutes or less, probably consuming the caffeine about an hour before the start of your race is the best time frame for that. What sources of caffeine? Obviously, many gels contain caffeine, but remember, if you've listened to some of the previous podcasts or blog posts, that each gel packet has about 100 calories and needs to be consumed with at least 6 ounces of water. There is a limit to how much the gut can absorb, and high concentration of gel packets without water to dilute it makes it harder for it to absorb. What that can result in is cramps and GI upset, or even worse, diarrhea. And so if you're using gel packets with caffeine, you need excess water or extra water to balance that out. The best source is probably just strong coffee. That's what I like before races, particularly when I'm driving early on the morning of a race. If I can get there within a couple hours, I'll just drive that morning as opposed to sleeping over the night before, and I drink a lot of coffee anyways, and so that's one way to get the caffeine load. If you're competing in events that are longer than 2 hours, you can consume caffeine right up to the start of the event and gain benefit, and taking in some form of caffeine, whether it's an energy drink or a gel followed by some water every 20 minutes or so during an event is a way to kind of harness the power of caffeine as an ergogenic aid to improve your performance. What else about caffeine? Obviously, excess is too much. That's about it. So we'll see you in the next video.